Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Well, hello tubers. As a few of you have probably figured out, this video really isn't about blowing up my RV, literally. It's about blowing my RV up, figuratively, with digital media.
Scene one, Apple, take one.
Man, I thought Canada was the perfect place.
So a few people have suggested I talk about how I do some of this stuff. Now, I'm not the best teacher. I'm more of a doer. Once I grasp something, it's difficult for me to translate how I actually can do something. It's like Eddie Van Halen trying to teach somebody how he plays guitar. He may play well, but he may not teach well. And I'm kind of like that, I guess. But I want to at least show the ingredients and how they come together, and how many people can up their game and do virtually anything with digital media with a crew of one. Now, I know all the studios, they do all sorts of wonderful things with illustrators, graphic artists, editors, and, a staff of hundreds. Now, when you're one person, you can't rely on other people. You have to do this yourself. But you can do it cheap, and you can do it fast, because I don't like wasting time sitting behind the computer editing for things that take forever, unless there's some sort of payoff or, you're really, really motivated to do so. And the good news is you can actually do all this type of editing very quickly once you know how to do it. Now let's take this next video, for example. Now you see all these X-Wing fighters and a lot of things going on in this short clip. This is all just layered upon layered of chroma key screens. And that's essentially all that the Hollywood studios do for the most part. In the old days, and occasionally, I guess even today, they used mats, which I'm not even going to talk about, but it's the analog version of what we can do digitally. Now, what I'm really doing here is called compositing, and I'm basically taking images that exist independent of one another and bringing them and mixing them together and making one scene out of it. Now, this is really handy when it comes to science fiction and reproducing things that can't really be done in reality with any sort of practicality. But you can also do this with real-life images. Take, for example, this handgun image. This is just a typical green screen. Oh, and by the way, most of these green screens are available for free from other YouTubers who would love for you to use their stuff. For you to create this yourself would be time-consuming, especially the animated stuff, because let's face it, most of us are not animators. Animation takes a lot of time, so use what's available, and you can also license professional stuff on Pond 5. So this is great for all sorts of projects, because I notice a lot of nomads don't up their game and use compositing at all. It's so rarely done, I don't know why, when they can actually build a lot more drama and do really creative things with it. I guess a lot of them don't know how to do it or couldn't be bothered, but it is sure a fun way to up the game and do interesting things. And why do I do it? It's a hobby. I like to know how to do things. I like to know how the cake is baked. So this is basically a video just showing you how the ingredients come together and what you can do as an example. And maybe you too one day can blow up your RV or your van. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and simple explanation and a few obvious examples of things I have done with compositing. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels in the ground. Talk to you soon. Over and out.